Alright guys, welcome to my channel. This video I'm going to show you how to make $20,000 to $30,000. Simple as that. So watch the video, you're going to see what I'm flipping and how I'm going to make this money. This is episode 1. This is a whole series of the car being built from A to Z. So from the car, how it is now until it's back on the road. I'm going to show you all of that, the steps of how I got this and how I done it, and how you can do this and make yourself a nice $20,000 to $30,000. So guys, today we are flipping a Caddy.
What?
Oh, what's a Caddy? Right, so a Caddy is a Cadillac Escalade. That's today's flip. It's a 2023, goes for around £100,000 plus. How much did I get it for? Let's find out. So here, as you guys can see, we have a Cadillac Escalade. So this is how much it goes for and how it looks like. This is our one today, guys, and I got it for around just over $50,000. Yeah. As you guys know, I'm MrFlipWhips. I teach people how to buy and sell for profit. I do this myself. It's how I made my own lucrative business, as you may call it. Something I do in the UK. I've done it before in another country. I don't want to disclose right now. I've done it in Dubai. I'm doing it in Dubai right now in the video. So let's get some figures for you guys. The car costs just over £50,000. The parts should cost me around another £20,000 maximum, 25k max. So I can have a profit margin of around $30,000 to $35,000. You with me? You get the calculations there? So what you want to do is use the triple F methodology that I teach and that I use. Find it, which we just did, fix it, but wait, the most important one is flip it. Is it flippable? Before I bought this car, I went around and I looked for the parts, got an estimate of how much the parts might cost. Always put a little bit extra on top just in case something goes south and goes wrong. You're still at profit. That's the most important thing. What you want to do is complete the build, have a beautiful car at the end, but also remember, you're putting in around $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. I want to make at least $20,000 to $30,000 back. Yeah, that's why it's a flip. You put your money into it, you have a car, you drive it, you enjoy it, you sell it for profit. So let's do that together in this video, guys. This is the first episode. Let me know how it goes. If you guys want more of these videos, all you gotta do is click subscribe, like this video and share it. That way I'll continue to do this for you guys. Let's get back into it.
My main concern when I found this car was, how do I know it drives? But luckily, as you guys can see, all the wheels are on. It's just the body damage. So yes, I did start the car and I did make sure that it was absolutely fine mechanically. And also, luckily, the radiators didn't leak either. So that is quite a save that we did make on this flip. However, the wires don't seem too good, but that's something we can definitely repair. If not, replace. I did calculate it in the flip.
I cannot wait until this car is finished so I can drive on the road. As you can see the back of the car, guys, the first thing to do to identify the damage is to strip. This is a known factor when it comes to buying and selling cars, or coming to repairing a car in general. You strip it, so everything's been taken off. Now we can identify that the lid closer for the boot is dented, right? This can either get repaired. They can repair it by hammering it, you know, pulling it and then welding it, right? That's one way of doing it. Or you just literally chop this off, chop it off from here where they meet, right? Cut it out, weld a new one on. That way you have a clean and straight structure with absolutely no problems. So I'm gonna find out the cost and see how much each one costs and how good they can repair it before I make a decision. But we're gonna repair it regardless. This is where the rear crash bar sits and holds for the bumper, sit and also hold. There's a dent right there, as you guys can see. This is minor. We're gonna pull it, we're gonna fix it and spray this part so it all looks nice, fresh and new. All the wires, we're gonna get that checked as well.
I was starting to get worried when I saw the back of the car. Why? Because when we checked this car before I bought it, initially there wasn't that much damage in the back. Once the car was stripped, we could see a bit more damage than usual. Now, like I said, I added more money towards the parts just in case other things come up. And luckily, that saved me, because I was trying to convince and ask the repairer if this can just get repaired. And he said, no, you need to buy a new part. And as you can see, I was on my phone trying to find how much it would cost. Started to stress a little bit, but find out in episode 2 whether I'm going to get this fixed or replaced. Because I was trying to convince him, if you can just fix it, how would it look? How would it be? And he didn't say it was going to be 100%. So that was a tough decision to make.
Right, so this is the rear crash bar, as you guys can see. This is no good. Yeah, that is no good. The crash bar is where the bumper sits, and it's called a crash bar because it's the bar that sits at the back in case of an accident, it takes most of the hit. As you guys can see here, it didn't. You know? All right, so here's the boot. This is the actual boot of the car. The boot is dented pretty badly, as you guys can see here. So I'm gonna change this completely. I'm gonna buy a new one. You can't really fix that. It's a 23 plate. I do wanna fix it properly. I wanna make the car look as it should, right? A lot of filler and, you know, body filler and paint, and it's not needed when the car is fairly new. Old car, no problem. New car, just do it properly, guys. Do it properly. As you guys can see, he's stripping all the parts. He's putting it into bags and he's writing what they are to identify them later when you put the car back together. So that's a good way of doing things. Take note. Take note. Also, when you're at a body shop or a car repair center and you see gas tanks, don't go near them. That's a big hazard. Stay away. Definitely don't touch them. Yeah? Definitely. Don't touch them. So now that we've established the damage, established the parts, I know like roughly what parts I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna get the main bits. Then as for the small things and the small structural parts or whatever, they'll write me a list again and I'll go again. So that was episode 1 for you lot. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you've learned a lot from it. As for episode 2, here is a quick glance.
I don't want to be another useless head.
Headlight itself has some sort of damage there as well, so this should knock the price down. So this is our parts car. Let's name the donor car Charlie. Cadillac Escalade. I need the front bumper full, headlights, bonnet. How much? Guys, just hearing me, bro. 15,000.
No, not 14,000, 40,000.
Okay. You know how much he just said? In pounds, that's like nearly 10,000 pounds. You know that, right? Don't be setting man up like that. You can keep this Escalade, don't want it. Episode 3, we're gonna be identifying the parts, checking the parts, and making sure that the parts match the car and they work and function absolutely as they should. All right, guys, so that was episode 1. If you're someone that enjoyed this video, then just click subscribe, like the video, share it. If you're someone that wants to learn how to buy and sell cars for profit the same way I do, the same way I've showed you guys in this video, then click the link below so you can get started. Stay tuned for episode 2, which will come out next week. Subscribe, click alert, you stay tuned. You'll see this whole build from A to Z, and I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.